The guy was 30 years old with no girlfriend and no money. He chose Children's Day to end his life. He stuffed a fistful of sleeping pills into his mouth, chased them down with tap water. About 15 minutes later, he blacked out, collapsed right there on his apartment floor. Lucky for him, his landlord showed up just in time. He was rushed to the hospital. This wasn't his first failed attempt. When he came to, he noticed everyone in the ward staring at him like he had two heads. He turned to the side. There was a middle-aged man sitting next to him, smoking a cigarette, but nobody else in the room seemed to notice him. A nurse walked straight up to Kevin and took the cigarette right out of his hand.
병원에서 금연인 거 모르세요?
Kevin had absolutely no idea how that cigarette had ended up in his hand. Before he could even figure it out, he was transferred to the psychiatric ward. The doctor asked him why he'd tried to kill himself. He said there was no reason. He just didn't want to be alive anymore. The doctor was about to press further, when suddenly, a woman sobbing came from inside the office cabinet. Kevin walked over and opened it. A middle-aged woman was curled up inside, crying her eyes out. Kevin asked the doctor why someone was locked in the cabinet. But as far as the doctor was concerned, there was nobody in there. Right then and there, the doctor concluded Kevin had a mental illness. A nurse took him away to be admitted. Late that night, Kevin went to use the bathroom. He spotted a strange old man crouching near the nurse's station. The old man was peeping at one of the nurses. When he noticed Kevin, his head suddenly blew up like a balloon. Kevin spun around and ran for his life. He scrambled back to his room, only to find all three of them floating in the air. The three of them told him they weren't alive. From here on out, they'd be borrowing his body to get around. Kevin, completely drained, managed to say one thing: "I'm exhausted." He woke up the next morning and they were still there. Now there was a little boy too. The doctors and nurses still couldn't see any of them. That's when it hit Kevin. People who truly want to die really can see ghosts. A few days later, Kevin was discharged. All four ghosts followed him out. Wherever he went, they were right on his heels. The old man would take over his body to drink. We're talking 20-something bottles a day, then stumble out to the balcony drunk and relieve himself right there. The middle-aged man would take over his body to smoke hundreds of cigarettes a day. The little boy would take over his body to binge on junk food. The weepy middle-aged woman rarely borrowed his body, but she had one seriously weird habit. Every morning when Kevin woke up, she'd be lying right next to him, just staring at him.